It's the next day and Sakura arrives at Kotoa's cafe. He is acting annoyed that he has given Granny Sato a piggyback to this cafe. He threatens to slap her down if she doesn't get off, and she tells him that he is being inconsiderate to his elders. Granny Sato jumps down, surprising Sakura, as she had told him that her hip's so bad and that she couldn't even stand. She doesn't take any of his complaints to heart and thanks him and calls him a lifesaver. A blushing Sakura tries to leave the cafe but is stopped by Kotoa, who gives him an egg sandwich with seasonal fruits. Narei arrives at the cafe and calls out to Kotoa before falling flat on his face after tripping on the door stump. Narei has arrived at the cafe as he wants to show off his new look. Sakura is not impressed and points out that he still has the tags on. Kotoa tells Sakura that he will be in the same grade as Narei. Narei mentions Sakura's hair and eye colour and proceeds to ask Sakura if he is stressed out and that it must be tough even though he is wrong. Narei wonders why and nobody has come to town and goes on to talk about Furin and how they help the community. Sakura ignores him at first before telling him he came to town to take the top spot in school. Narei heads out first and ends up walking into the doorframe. Sakura does not seem impressed that Narei attends Furin. Kotoa thought he was basing it on looks, but he corrects her and lets her know that no, it is actually based on the fact that guys like that only care about style and chicken out in fights. Kotoa tells Sakura that it's too quick to make assumptions. Sakura replays a conversation in his head as he is walking in town before he is stopped by a baker who offers him some freshly baked bread. Sakura is still unable to fully process the townsfolk's kindness and walks away. The baker comes up behind him and gives him the bread in a bag to eat for lunch. Similar situations happen with more shopkeepers, and before long his hands are filled with various goods. Out of nowhere, a girl surprises Sakura and asks him for help. Narei is being beaten up by some guys in an alleyway. It turns out that he was trying to help the girl who had approached Sakura. After they had beat him up a little bit, they try to head back and find the girl but is stopped by Narei. He reads out the Bofurin quote before standing in front of the group's leader. The leader keeps hitting Narei, who is holding onto the leader. When he tries to go for his final hit, he is stopped by Sakura, who jump kicks him. The remaining members of the group think that he is there to help his friend. Sakura tells them that he is there as he hates weaklings that mistakenly think that they are strong. They try to attack Sakura, but he makes short work of the group, which impresses Narei. Narei thanks Sakura for helping him. Sakura tells him that he wasn't saving him and that he doesn't know what made Narei come to Furin, but that he should at least know what he is capable of. Narei tells him that in his previous school he used to be a gopher and was bullied by some of his classmates. One day he was saved by someone from Furin High School. He wanted to be like him, so that's why he chose to go to Furin, as he wanted to become strong and awesome. Sakura thinks back to his previous impression of Narei and realizes that he was wrong and tells him that he probably isn't lame. The girl that he helped rushes to make sure that he was okay and thanks him for his help, as she didn't know what would happen to her when the leader had grabbed her arm. This makes Narei cry even more. She also thanks Sakura, who turns around to hide his blush. Narei asks Sakura his information, such as his height, weight, blood type and hobbies, etc., but Sakura doesn't know why he wants this information, and Narei tells him that he likes to gather data on guys he likes and thinks are cool. Sakura blushes again and tells him to do what he wants before walking away. At Furin High School, one of the students welcomes the first years. Narei is trying to hurry along Sakura, who is taking his time to eat his bread. Narei is in a hurry to get to school. They make it to the school and look at the class roster, which was left on the wall. They find out that they are in the same class. Narei checks to see who else is in the class and sees that there are a few more people he admires. There is one person, however, who is in their class that shocks Narei and instantly changes his mood. Narei asks Sakura to promise to get along with everyone in class and smile. Sakura does not have any intention of doing what Narei asks and is stretching before heading into the class. Sakura does not care if the entire school turns against him, as he intends to fight his way to the top. They finally enter the class and see everybody pretty much chilling, with one guy working out. One of the students approaches Sakura. Sakura thinks that the student wants to fight him and has already put up his fist ready to fight. The student introduces himself as Leonardo DiCaprio. Narei isn't sure if this guy is being serious, and he asks if he is Suro, and he says that some people do call him that. Suro then mentions the eye patch that he is wearing seals away an ancient Chinese spirit in his right eye. All of a sudden, his friendly attitude changes and he walks up to Sakura. He then pats him on the back and mentions how he helped to keep Main Street safe. Turns out that he was talking about the fight from the previous episode when he was fighting the gang that slashed his ankle. Suro goes on to tell the rest of the class about what happened and that Sakura was first on the scene. The other students approach Sakura and is impressed with how he helped out the town. When asked why he came to a place like Furin, Sakura tells him that he is there to be number one. Out of nowhere, a table is thrown in the classroom and narrowly misses Sakura and Narei. It was thrown by a classmate who looks like he's ready for a fight. Narei tells Sakura not to fight him as he is the most dangerous person in their school. Sakura says he likes mad dogs just before the classmate jumps and has his fist ready to hit Sakura. Sakura faces off with him and mentions that this is what he expected from Furin High. Thank you for tuning in to the recap for Windbreaker, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and tune in next time for the next recap.